curling is one of the fastest growing sports in the world right now and has been for the last 4 years. I think the Olympic process has really grown huge awareness worldwide. Countries like China, South Korea, Japan, Russia, just a huge amount of growth in those countries. And that the growth of the magnitude that it's at right now, it goes worldwide. And so Newfoundland Labrador is no different. And so that's why you see the growth of curling here. It's everywhere. So we're really in a great position right now. You know, how do we grow the game more? It's growing terrific right now, and we just want to make sure that we make it accessible to the young people coming up. Make it easy for them to join clubs, to be members, to learn to curl and go to the local clubs and try it. Because once people try it, they generally come back to it. Like if you're a curler at a young age, during your college years, you may walk away from it. You're busy, you know, you're doing this and that. And then you get married and let's join the club. And that's, you know, if kids try it when they're young, they generally come back to it at some point. Maybe to play on the tour, be really good at it. Maybe not. Maybe just to be the Friday night mixed league member or the mixed doubles Thursday at 5 or whatever the case may be. But boy, if you try it early, the people that come back is a huge percentage.
Well, I think some of the small towns is going to be hard for them to build a curling club, but certainly the towns that do have curling clubs, I think that's where you'd like to see, you know, the memberships increase and be a little bit more sustainable. Closest to CBS, obviously, that we have the clubs here in St. John's, and I know when we had the Briar here, there was a huge bump in the interest and also in the membership. So hopefully we can get another spike from that from the event here in CBS, and even as far out as clubs in Gander and Grand Falls, because I know there's going to be people from all across the province that are coming to this event. And I think it just really, it comes back to the interest in the game. I think when you have a big event like this here, it gets people a little bit more connected to it, and they'll watch it on TV and, you know, hopefully sign up at a curling club and become a member.
It is really important to get the young kids in school playing. That's the key, really, and exposure is very, very important. So communities like CBS, where they take it upon themselves to have a huge event like this, that's really important for the growth of curling, because it's going to attract a lot of young people. When the event's on and Brad gets done curling in a game, you will see a ton of young people along the boards wanting autographs and pictures with the team. Their team or all the various teams from around the world. That shows very well with growth of curling. It's really important to get the young people engaged with the athlete, and that'll really have positive outcomes when it comes to the sport overall.
I remember when I first started playing on tour, and you walk in and there were a lot of beer bellies. And now if you walk into the locker room, there's a lot of six-packs. It's really changed, and I think Kevin would certainly agree to that. And I think the Olympics was a big part of that when it came on board in 1998. And you know, guys started and girls started to work harder and train harder and really train like athletes. And everybody that's going to be here in CBS, they train like athletes, and most of them are Olympians, and they know they have to do that to get to that level and to stay at that level.
One thing that's kind of neat, and you would have seen it over the last few years, the amount of phone calls you get from, be it companies or maybe hockey teams or other outside of curling, business people and athletes of other sports wanting to come and try it. How many phone calls do you get on your phone or myself? Well, yeah, I'll book 4 sheets at the local club and let's come on over. And these people, they try it, and it's far more difficult than they thought. They thought they just get in the hack and just slide on out and throw the rock. Well, it doesn't work like that. And that's kind of the neat part. And you're right, the growth has happened over the last few years because of the Olympics, I think, primarily. But now so many people wanting to give it a go. And once they do, they sort of get attracted to the sport because it's kind of neat, the physicality of it, but also the thinking part, the chess part is so much fun. If you're a math, science-minded type person, you fall in love with the game.
And then you throw in the team part of it, you know, managing a team, working with a team. It's unique. It's like no other sport out there because, you know, golf is very much a mind game, but it has the physical part, but you're by yourself. You know, you don't have to worry about 3 other people on your team and how a certain situation is going to affect them. So you throw that little nuance in there on in a curling game, and all of a sudden it's you know, it's another level, and that's what I love about it.